Alright, what's up everyone, and today we're going to be checking out Turbo Sliders Unlimited. Now, this game is one that I've been following for a very long time, and it is available now on Steam as early access, and it is only $15. It's a pretty cheap game. You get a ton of stuff to be able to do. It is a multiplayer focused game. Later on, there will be some more like single player type of stuff added into there, but for right now it is majorly multiplayer focused, which is a blast to be able to play with people. If y'all haven't played this game, I highly suggest it, or at least go look up some videos or things like that. But one thing that really has me interested in this game is the level editor that is in the game. Like, you can create so much stuff and you have so much freedom. Now, like I said, it is an early access game. So there may be some changes going to be coming on, or additions or anything like that, especially into the level editor. But currently, right now, I love the tools to be able to create a track itself. Now, there are a few things that I do find a little bit confusing. Like, whenever I first jumped in, I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Because nothing is really labeled. You just kind of got to figure it out yourself. Like, the stuff on the top isn't labeled at all. Like, you can figure out some things like the save and everything like that. But some of the other stuff, I was like, what is this supposed to be? And then I click it, and then it does something. It'd be nice maybe if that was labeled or something like that. At least a little bit better. But overall, like, this is so much fun. I had a blast. I created my first track. It's nothing crazy. I'm not done with the track yet, but I created like an actual track with a little bit of aesthetics, running through a forest, and, got the checkpoints placed out and things like that. It just took me a little bit of time to just to learn everything, because there's not like tutorials and all that type of stuff all over the internet for this game, because this isn't some AAA game where people are playing it and immediately bringing out tutorials and stuff like that. But there's a lot that you could do here, from different types of trees to scaling trees and changing them and things like that, like different buildings and objects and stuff, and different track pieces, making them into bridges, and controlling the terrain pieces to where you can have like a lagoon. You could place water down. You could change the terrain to where it is like a sandy type of area, or just anything like that. Like, you could do a lot of stuff with this. I didn't necessarily expect it to be this crazy with the amount of things that you can do, but it's definitely really cool. Now, I would have personally also really liked to have like a voxel-based terrain editor, like where you can actually like form the terrain. Think of like Far Cry, if you're wondering exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, think of Far Cry, like how you can form and raise and lower the terrain and things like that. That isn't how you're able to do it, at least that I didn't figure out whenever I was messing around with it. That isn't necessarily how you're able to do it currently in this game. I would have loved to be able to have that, because I feel like that you would be able to create a little bit more like just with more ease, like creating your terrain exactly how you want it, with a little bit more ease, if there was a terrain editor similar to how Far Cry's terrain editor was. But overall, this is a lot of fun. I'm excited to be able to make some tracks in this, and just have some fun. If you love like the top-down classic type of racer, now you can change your camera angles. Like, you can even put custom camera angles in here to however you want. You can change all that type of stuff, but I do like kind of like a little bit back behind the car, but still a little bit more top-down and everything, and it's just so much fun. The physics in it is fun. They have levels in here. Whenever you're playing with people, they're like obstacle course style levels where walls are moving and trying to slam into you and stuff like that. And it's just a ton of fun to be able to play, especially if you get a large group of people. Whenever I first recorded the footage that y'all are seeing here in the background, it's whenever the game first released. And like I said, this isn't some AAA game, so it's not some huge, wildly popular game that people were waiting for. But we had a couple people in the game. It was also early in the morning here in the US, so maybe some more people would have showed up later on in the day. But it was a lot of fun, just playing, even with a couple people that were in there, just playing some, ridiculous stuff. I'm definitely going to try to have, some streams with this game, checking out some of the multiplayer maps that people make, and also just having some fun, with some of the mini games, because that's some of the best. I love the racing in this, but once you get those mini games in there and you're going through obstacle courses, it's just ridiculous. It's similar to like how Fall Guys is, but with cars, and that is a blast to be able to play. So If y'all do want to check this out, I'm not sponsored by them, I'm not anything like that, but if you do want to check it out though, the link will be in the description down below to the Steam page. This is another game that I think also would do really well on console. I hope one day they do bring it to console. I think it'll be a lot of fun, even if you don't have the like level editor and stuff on console. Just being able to play the game, although it would be great to have the level editor also on console as well. But you know, this is a fun game. Expect streams, you know, over on Twitch, and then also just maybe a few more videos on here, and just whenever I do create a map or anything like that. So expect all that type of stuff. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next one.